After waiting for so long, Chapter 2 is finally here. And there is a ton to look at. I'll just let you get a good glance of it. Obviously, render issues aren't going to help with that, so I'm going to have to get close to them. I'll just give you like a preview of the island. Anyway, that was just a quick preview of it. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into every single thing on this island. So I'm just going to start in the area where I began the recording at, so let's get straight to it. So this is the statue of the veteran. They made this to honor his service and for losing his arm in war. So this is like a monument for him. Here's the map, by the way. Also, don't mind the shit ton of usernames on the left side of my screen. So these are the locations: Fallen Facility, Tropical Temple, Blooming Bolete, Homely Hedges, Hidden Hills, Wailing Woods, Shattered City, Forgotten Forgery, and Mighty Monument. So this is Mighty Monument, obviously. It's very obvious why it's called that. Over here, there is a 3 truck people you have not seen before. These are actually prototypes. Prototypes that were used to protect this island. They also have names. This is the Warrior. They're all triplets, so they're basically from the same family. The Wrecker and the Watcher. So these 3 have obviously seen better days, and they've just been left to rot here. It's very sad, yes, I know. If you come over here to this little island, you can see there is a fortress here. Or small fortress, I should say. This is... oh, hang on, let me turn my mini-map on. This is Fort Petrina. There are 2 other little forts around the island. This is one of the little Russian fort outposts that they built. And when they were here, obviously they're not here anymore, so this place has been falling apart ever since. Over here, Dusty Docks has made its almighty return. It's very small, and it was going to be a named location, but I decided not to make it because it's way too small to be one. So yeah, Dusty Docks made its glorious return. And if this looks very similar to you, it's because it's the it's actually the docking area near the shark on the Chapter 2 map. Obviously, I can't show you because we're in Chapter 4 now. Continuing, I'll save Shattered City for last because I know you guys are going to want to see that. Best for last, always. As you can see, there has also been a plane crash here. It has been here for a little bit of time. As you can see, things started to grow around it. And yeah, Wailing Woods has made its glorious return too. Even though I haven't had that on the story map yet, but yeah, want to include a forested area, so yeah. A bunch of cabins from Wailing Woods are also scattered around it as well. Only 2 though, because that's as much as the memory would let me. And also, there are a couple bunkers around the map. This is Bunker Bravo. I named all 3 of them. They're pretty basic names. Bunker Alpha is actually over by the boat over here. As you get somewhere around here. Right here. It's in the water. And also you can see that the battle bus has crashed onto this island. Unknown reason, don't know why, but it has crash landed here onto this island. And of course you have to have the main part of Wailing Woods, which is this part. Let's see, going to over one of the interesting locations is Forgotten Forgery. This was the Russian travelers' main outpost, obviously, since it's very big. And as you can see, there's a bunch of buildings around here that were not made by them. I will explain. But here's just a look through of Forgotten Forgery, or the fortress, I mean. It's a very swampy area. And for whatever reason, when Rift of Hills wasn't completely destroyed, some of the buildings from that island were copied and were sent through rifts, and they made their way here. And then a random building from the Chapter 2 map, Logjam, has also snuck its way into here somehow. Yeah, you got the broken police station from Chapter 2 Season 5 of Rift of Hills. Or sorry, not Chapter 2 Season 5, Chapter 2 Season 6 of Rift of Hills. Also have the practical policy building that was destroyed by the abductor piece that has made this way into here. You also got part of Twin Apartments from Rift of Hills, the infamous building from that island. As you can see, it's not all here. It's half destroyed. As you can see here. Yeah, that's just a little overlook of Forgotten Forgery. And the cabin from Rift of Hills has also came back. Not completely decorated yet. They're just moving in. And if you come over here, as you can see, Gary's garage has actually survived the explosion. Before they detonated the bombs, they figured they could use this building more, and so they did. And they lifted it up and brought it over here. As you can see, they still have leftover bombs from when they were using them against Rift of Hills to destroy it. And they also have an area to drop them from, in case emergencies like that need to happen. And also you can see some things from Rift of Hills they saved. The leaving sign, the speed limit trap, the speed trap, the iconic police car and the pink car that was by the truck robot monument. And they also saved the two props that were over there too. Gravestone, that was by the police car, and the barrel, that was by that car. They saved this artifact from when the abductor crashed into Practical Policy. They saved it from the FBI building. And a bunch of other things that they saved that's packed away. And of course, the Midas chair has made its appearance again. And also, this iconic thing, or not thing, cluster of props has also made its way back. So yeah, Gary's Garage is back. Also, if you come over here, there's a party at the beach going on. As you can see here, it's just a bunch of shipping containers that were washed ashore by when a cargo ship sunk. Very devastating. And of course, I decided to include a memorial to Ukraine for the lives lost in Ukraine. Made the flag out of that shipping containers. If you come over here, or sorry, I think this is Bunker Alpha, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is Bunker Alpha right here. Sorry, mistaken that. The one that was in the water is actually Bunker Charlie. As you can see here, the bunker is not actually in here. It's actually underground. And this may look very familiar to you. This was in Rift of Hills as well, and it got rifted here. So yeah, the bunker's actually underneath all the grass and dirt. So now this area is done, basically. You come over here. This is Hidden Hills. This is the FBI's like outpost they made here. Basically just to overlook it. They tried to make it look like a normal house is here when it's actually a whole quote-unquote base. Go through the buildings and stuff. A bunch of their equipment is in buildings. And then a telescope for unknown reason. Just the inside of the house. This is like their garage area. Anyway, that's done. If you come over here, there is a hidden little area over here. 2 gravestones. Rift of Hills, rest in peace, 2019-2022. Really gonna miss the island, but have a memorial for it. And the police car that, or I'm sorry, the original police car, 2017-2020. Had to include that, of course. And if we come over here, we have Homely Hedges. Included Dodgy Bros. They have their own garage out here. And here's one of the forts. This is, hang on, let me turn my HUD up. So I can see the mini-map, because I can't see it. This is Fort Moscow. As you can see, it has also seen better days. This is just a little outpost for when they were exploring the island, and they decided to make that. Anyway, here's some of the other houses. Preview. My game is lagging. You see, there's a mail truck person from Snail Mail is delivering mail around the island to the residents of them. a little utility hut out here for electricity. And just a little nice area where to sit down. And you come over here, we have Lonely Lake. Just a little lake house and on a island out in the middle of the lake. This little cozy home. And their only transportation is a boat, which they literally only use to get to here. Or if they want to go fishing, if they want. Just another little landmark here. Decided to put there a park bench. I'll get to that in a minute. This is going to be also one of the important elements of the story map. And if you come over here, you will see this building may look kind of familiar. This is the police headquarters, if you remember, from the Chapter 1 map. Currently, it is an unknown status whether it is open or not. Police Enterprises has returned. Here's just an overlook of this building too. And Blooming Bolete, the mushroom biome of this island. And also go over here, we have Fort Colin, which is the third outpost that the Russian travelers made when they were exploring the island. As you can see, it's becoming overgrown and degrading away like the others. That's that. Also have a little radio tower out here for cell service for the whole island. And over here is the hatch. And also special thanks to thanks to Dorito, SkepVZ, and Rocky for helping me make this map. They've been a huge help, Dorito being giving the most amount of help with most of the POIs and stuff. Yeah, this is the hatch here, and this is how the people came to this island from Rifto Hills. Another snow cone truck just sitting out here. And another key element to the storyline. This is Fallen Facility, which is where every truck robot was made. As you can see, it has also seen better days. It is becoming completely overgrown and falling apart. Pipelines are basically non-existent anymore. And as you can see, they were in the process of building an 8th truck robot called the Terminator. And they had to ultimately abandon this facility to take action against the Zero Point, which was becoming out of control in Rifto Hills. As you can see, they basically just left this place to rot. And Mother Nature is slowly claiming it. So if you come over here, as you can see, there's a bunch of cop cars over here. There was a guy being chased, and he drove off the mountain and crashed and died, as you can see. This is a movie reference. This is a reference to Thelma and Louise. This is what that's referencing right there, because they drove. Spoiler alert, they drove off a cliff and in the end being chased by authorities. That's that. And another key elements to the storyline is this. The gnomes have made their glorious return. As you can see, they claimed an abandoned house, and as you can see, they are plotting something. This gnome's looking through a telescope at the same part in the sky where the other telescope is aiming. As you can see, they're making weapons. And they are making predictions for things. That's the... Also, this is Grumpy Grounds. As you can see, this mountain does not look happy. Just a funny little Easter egg right there, I guess you could say. And if you come over here, there's a little FBI outpost. Trying to get signal from other islands so you can talk to the people over there. What's happening? Because stuff is going down. After stuff was going down in Rifto Hills, and it continued with other islands. And as you can see, this is Mount B28, which is the tallest mountain here. And there's a flag to represent that. And if you come over here, there's a part of Rifto Hills actually here. And if you remembered from Season X, this was a part of Shivering Shelter. And as you can see, this is a reference to the logjam building in Rifto Hills. This sign is custom, by the way, because the actual one got removed. I just wanted to show that off. But yeah, it was rifted here for an unknown reason. And the source of energy here is wind turbines. As you can see. And if you come over here, there's a bunch of shipwrecks just laying over here. They were washed away to the shore. And another named location, Tropical Temple. As you can see, it's a ancient tomato. As you can see, this place has also seen better days. It is also tragically falling apart. It's very obvious. As you see, lots of tomatoes, and people still worship it. Let's see. Make sure I got everything. Also, sorry I'm not talking much. None of this is scripted. This is coming off the top of my head. So anything I say is not scripted at all. I just don't want to make this boring, so I'm trying to figure out stuff to say. Yeah, that's basically the whole area of this island. Probably one of the most anticipated locations is Shattered City. If you come in here, there's just a bunch of stuff that they use to change the billboards every now and then, in case they want a new advertisement on there. Greetings from Shattered City. As you can see, there is a lot of buildings here. Got a Spillex gas station, big garage, Kneples is also making a cameo in this map. And the new and improved police station has also made a cameo. And you got a mischievous gnome in jail. And another iconic building, the broadcast center. Now instead of Rifto Hills, it is now Shattered City. And it's It's not too different, but it's still a little different. Not much has really changed. Just a bit more organized. And if you look over here, this is a small apartment building, as well as the clinic with the ambulance out front. This is just the room for checkups and stuff. And of course, people are probably wondering if no insurance will return, and it has. It's definitely a lot smaller than how it used to be, but it has returned. Because I know there was a guy who was really wondering if it was going to return. A little coffee shop over here. And what appears to be Trump Tower is currently under construction. This is going to be multiple things, but it is still to come since, you know, beginning of the chapter. You also got Big Shots, and you got Snail Mail, which is the mail company name. As you can see, a ton of lockers for mail. You see, here's Big Shots, a more modernized looking Big Shots. And you also have Noms. Nice looking store. Got a bathroom with no bathroom stuff in it. Electricity for this place is coming from this location. And another new company, Marty's Plumbing Services, and which you can also buy toilets from. Here's their display of beautiful looking toilets. Little office area. And here's where they make the toilets. As you can see, it is very busy. If you come down here, there's a bunch of old stuff that they threw down here, because, you know, they didn't need it anymore. Yeah, this is just the overview of Shattered City. It's a very nice and very memory-taking location. And I apologize it took as long as it did for this chapter to come out. I just wanted to make sure that everything was, like, right. I wanted to make sure that everything was good for release and didn't want to bore you guys out. I hope I didn't bore you guys out with not talking much, but I just wanted you guys to see everything, not hearing me blab about the whole thing. Mainly just wanted you to take in everything you see. And yeah, I think that's basically about it for chapter 2 so far. Oh, one final thing. The original betrayer has been left to rot here in the water. If you remember from the truck warfare season of Rifto Hills, the betrayer was actually a tank. That, plot twist, was the Mark II version of the betrayer. The original betrayer is still here. All it was just left here. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, I think that is it for this chapter so far. And yeah, hope you guys liked it. I hope this makes you excited for the next map changes that I'm going to be giving out. And yeah, I shall see you in the next one. Peace out.